Here are some of the views that have been expressed regarding Code of Criminal Procedure Special Provisions Bill.
This did not exist even in the time of terrorism. This did not exist in dangerous times. They are trying to introduce these laws now. At the beginning, as democratic parties, we are opposed to this.
This is not, of course, this is not something new. This procedure has been followed in this country since 2005. So accordingly, since 2005 till about 2009 or 10, this was extended. But due to a technicality, due to some reason, it could not be extended beyond 2010. So that is how this issue came up, and that is why we had to submit it, resubmit it to Parliament for amendment.
We know that the police are not independent. It is a police that is biased towards the state. This bill will not strengthen social development, ethics or good governance.
This procedure has been followed in this country since 2005. So, first of all, police cannot on their own take a person on the street into custody and detain him for 48 hours.
I believe that rather than allow them to detain suspects for 48 hours before producing them before a magistrate, it will be better if provisions are made to produce the suspect before a magistrate and then asked to be allowed to detain them for another 24 hours.
Procedure is, you have to essentially, before expiration of 24 hours, produce him before magistrate, and police has to satisfy the magistrate the fact that this person is taken into custody relating to an offence stipulated in the schedule, and that the police require another 24 hours to go into the investigation.
In the event of public unrest, who will interpret this? It will be interpreted by the Attorney General and the police. This bill will be used to suppress demonstrations and opposition against the government. Although they say stories like this to incite fear among the people and provoke anger among them towards the government, our people are intelligent enough to read this bill and understand its true contents. Why does this government need this at this time? There is no terrorism in the country today. It is not LTTE terrorism that is prevalent today, but the terrorism of persons who have taken up firearms and poles. Thereby we think that at a time when the problems of the people's day-to-day lives are aggravating, this is being introduced with a view to oppress the people.
The members of Parliament can at the consultative committee and at the debate, they can propose their amendments. So at the end of the day, subject to such amendments, this can be passed by the Parliament by a majority.
At this stage, what we need is to ensure and demonstrate to our investors here, investors overseas, for the benefit of the people of this country, to come to Sri Lanka and invest on the basis that Sri Lanka is a country where rule of law, justice systems operate according to the best accepted practices globally. In such a state, what we need in this country is it to expand further areas of changes in law that restricts democratic rights.
There is a human right version, that is where LLRC recommendation, Article 5, it is specifically saying if any suspect arrested immediately you have to produce before a magistrate. But when you are asking for another 48 time period, there can be some questions coming in United Nations Human Rights Council, and therefore we have to have some counter arguments why we are keeping for another time period. According to the facts and figures, to complete 24 hours it is not sufficient to complete the police investigation. In that case, what you have to do, you have to see certain other aspects, whether how you collect evidence and also trust trust and confidence with the public and using the SOCO teams in a respectable manner.
These are not ordinary offences. These are high-tech offences in the modern world. So in order to prevent things such as computer crime, we have to amend our laws.